Grand finale with the brand new ban list. We got the Carrier, totally awesome. Grass, 1-for-1, Shifter. All of these cards got hit or unlimited. We are playing it live. This is the first big tournament with the new ban list being implemented.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Sword, Soul, and Mathmech, of course, were not affected by this whatsoever, besides, I would say, getting better because their competition got nerfed a bit. We're going to turn one Baron to floor to play around any potential hand traps, and we got hand traps. We got Ghost Spell, we got Effect Veiler. We're going to Ecclesia into the Mo Yi, reveal the Protos, to then summon a token. This will very likely be a negate. Baron to floor, negate. Once while face up, not once per turn, so the negate of Baron to floor is not going to be active for the next turn. All right, all right. We don't know if, did not cross out the Veiler, which would have been better. So that gives information, at least to us, that he's not playing Effect Veiler. Mo Yi, Chain Link blocking the Grandmaster. Very important to do that. Ooh, random drawn to Ash. Blackout to deal with the Super Factorial. And the Protos is going to declare Dark. So what I want to do real quick is I want to legally cheat. I want to search up the Mathmech deck type, and we type in Dark. Dark monsters cannot be special summoned, so they do like to Access Code Talker. Even if they deal with the Protos, they still can't summon Access Code Talker, and I guess, they can't Nabla. It really just stops the Access Code Talker, and the Wicked is a setup also, so it's quite effective. Now, what if he declared Light and popped his Grandmaster, though? Wouldn't that be much better? Should he have done that? Grandmaster is a monster negate, but if you declare Light, can't special summon Circular. You could still normal summon and activate Diameter. I guess it mostly stops the Circular, which also stops the Sigma. Maybe that would have been better. Maxx C, in response to the addition, special summoning. We got Call by the Grave, but the Crossout Designate will definitely negate that. And that's a big oof. Now we're under Maxx C. And you could let me know in the comments, how do you think they should errata and change Maxx C if they were to not ban it, but make the card still be good? So we have Maxx C errated, it's no longer broken, but everyone's still playing it. What does it do? Some ideas were making it once per duel, and you can't activate any card effects from your hand that turn. And by making it that turn and not the rest of the turn, that means you can't hand trap then Maxx C. Maxx C is the only hand trap you're allowed to use the entire turn. That would maybe make it still playable. Still very good. We are locked into Link 2. Only Blackout is going to target the indestructible Protos, meaning it will not be destroyed by the Blackout, but still destroy the opponent's cards. It's not dependent on destroying your Worm, so it's a very good combo. Also well comboed up with the Chang Ying. Baron to floor, not hopping off the field during the standby phase, activating to wipe out the monster, opening up the field, lethal damage, and to game 2 we go. We are now going first as Mathmech, and the Ghost Spell is actually really good against Mathmech. It stops their main card, so we're going to be clicking on a Mathmech card, going to the Mathmech breakdown. If we want to Ghost Spell against Mathmech, you could Ghost Spell the Allen Bird effect to summon a monster from the grave. You could Ghost Spell, obviously, a Call by the Grave. You could Ghost Spell the Sigma special summoning from the grave. You could Ghost Spell the effect of the Diameter summoning a monster from the grave. And most importantly, you could Ghost Spell the Super Factorial, the main play. And look at that. That's what we're doing. Negate. The Allen Burton mate, tributing the Lingeribo, attempting to summon a monster from the graveyard. Sigma's here, triggering the Circular, grabbing the Super Factorial, but we got the Ghost Spell for the Super Factorial. Not looking good. We're going to Link Disciple. I think we have to go for the draw here. Yeah, we do, because the Allen Bird already activated. If we draw into a Call by the Grave or a Crossout Designate, nope. Returning Ghost Spell. Maxx C, Ash, you're stopping the Super Factorial, but we have really good hand traps. Cyburst, Wicked with the Masquerina. Masquerina's requirement are non-link monsters, so the tokens are perfect for summoning her. We have the Diameter for next turn. So we got the stop on the Super Factorial, which would be sending from the hand field to the graveyard plus being an Omni Negate. Maxi. Unfortunately, we can't bait the Ghost Bell with anything else. We could make Apollo USA, then Super Factorial, then negate the Ghost Bell. Why don't we just do that? Some people don't play Apollo USA, though. Apollo USA is 73% being played. Oh, damn. Now we Masquerina? Does he play Apollo? I don't know. Uh-oh. Was this an oopsie? Oh, jeez. We didn't play around Ghost Bell. Negate. That's unfortunate. The Vishuda's not using the effect to spin a card on the field, just trying to summon. Gets negated. Now, the monk could swing over. Oh, no. Okay, we'll use up the Vishuda. Sure. Did not want to keep the Apollo on the field by negating again. We are going to Heavenly Dragon Circle, attempt to search, but we are going to be negated by the Ash Blossom. And despite negating the Super Factorial, was not really able to follow up. We got Diameter, no hand trap in sight. Let's go. Circular into Alan Burt. On summon, we now have an Omni negate if that were to even be anything of relevance as we grab a Circular from the deck, sending a Sigma. Sigma will be summonable to trigger the Circular to grab an Equation. We got big plays. We do not care about Nibiru. What is Nibiru? Splash, Mage, Summon from the Grave, Equation, or Subtraction, making the update Jammer. We don't even have to carefully make a transcode talker to make us untargetable on the access code talker. We could just go straight into it, just like that. Update Jammer into the access code talker. The Circular is balanced, right? Because it says only one monster can attack. That one monster being 4,300 double attack, access code talker, lethal damage. To game 3 we go. Maxi, Ash, GG. All right, that's a wrap. Is it? Are games that simplified? Is it really? Counter the Maxi, follow the combo flow sheet, and then just win? Surely. Surely there's more to this. Long Yun would have been draw 3. Got Baron to floor negate anything. Any further hand traps if there were any. We got Ecclesia jumping off for a Mo Yi. We're going to randomly draw into something. I'm sure we're going to draw into our own Maxi, right? Let's make this really fair. Grandmaster Mo Yi, come to me, Maxi! Draw! Oh my, I didn't, this is not pre-recorded! What? I did not know! I promise. How? You saw me on stream all day today. How would I know? Protoss. Protoss locking him out of dark, so access code talker could not be summoned. Circular to the hand with the small world. Get sending. Sigma will be special summonable. And now you got to take the Maxi challenge. Mev, do you accept? Normal summoning subtraction? That's not how you summon it. Shokan into the Alan Burt. Alan Burt is going to be attempting to search, but will be negated by the Grandmaster or the Baron to floor. We also got Blackout to pop 2 cards in the field. Even if you deal with the Protoss, you're still locked out of summoning Dark. No access code talker coming out this turn no matter what. Equation. Come to me. Circular. The Alan Burt's double negated. Its effect to tribute and summon. Negated. The effect to search. Negated. Splash Mage is here, ready to get negated by the Baron de Floor. But we're not doing it. We're allowing him to go through. We could wait for the transcode talker. Or do we negate Heat Soul? Heat Soul, nothing to point to. You are not going to draw 1. But it's not about drawing 1. It's about negating and destroying your Heat Soul. Get the Heat Soul off the field. And the Super Factorial is activatable. But, oh gosh. Nothing in the hand. Nothing on the field. Drawing to a 7th card. How is this balanced? This is not okay. Not okay. We Maxxian. We Maxxian. All right. Good job. 2-1 victory. It's time for the top deck list of the event. Before we go into that, we have the tier list, which we froze from the last ban list up to this ban list announcement. This is what the meta has been from last ban list to this one, and we are going to unfreeze this once we get more tournament results. This is all community tournaments are being added to the tier list, okay? And with that said, boom, Math Mech in the front, Sword Soul Tenyi. What did the ban list even really do? Did the ban list even have a big impact on any of these decks in the tier list or what? This is for Sprite. This wasn't already not really top tier. This hurts Runic a bit. This hits Fluonderies and some future deck types. Eldritch, you know, bottom tier 3, surprisingly doing well in some events, good enough to be at the bottom of tier 3. This now boosts them up a bit. And let's get into the rest of the results. Starting off with a branded deck, still, you know, they got hit by the Aluburst semi-limit. Not too big of a deal. The kit right here is an adequate replacement for the third copy. You could use both in the same turn. So in some instances, the kit's better than a third Aluburst, but the overall consistency goes down just a little smidge. Snowban the TCG, abusing it here. Very good. Let's move on to Genji for the win with Pure Zodiac. Only got to play 2 D-Shifter. Could have played 3 Pankratops now that it's fully unlimited. Maybe didn't want to craft a third one or is happy with just 2. Very nice. Good job. And this is the extra deck. Good job, Genji. Moving on to, is this a grass deck? Grass is not dead. Grass deck, top 16. Jax Leo with the Burning Abyss Phantom Knight Grass. So we'll slowly scroll through the deck there so you can get the full picture in the extra deck. And then for the second week in a row, Shadow Slayer topping with Speedroid. Speedroid. Win the Wind Channeler. Okay, very cool. Good job, Shadow Slayer. Here is the extra deck. The duels of this were quite amazing. Cause with the Math Mech deck. Anything that's not standard here. No Heat Soul. Some people like Heat Soul, playing a second Laplation. Mostly people play just one. Branded Preda Plants. And I guess the dilemma I have with the tier list is you have a branded Despia deck and a branded Preda Plant deck. They're considered to be separate decks. So both of them topping does not help the other on the tier list in terms of strength. Do you think that we should have the tier list just show engines and not the full deck type? Should branded be on the tier list, or do we keep it as branded Despia, branded Preda Plant, and when they separately do well, they might not show up on the tier list? Dombrowski with the crazy dinosaur deck, loving it. Dombrowski winning the last Meta Weekly with dinosaurs, showing you that it wasn't just luck. Consistently got top 16 again. We Dino Power with the turn 1 Natura Beast, knocking out any Runics from the tournament. Rezlar with a standard Sword Soul Tenyi, no Protos. As much as I keep whining about Protos needing to be banned, a lot of people are just not playing Protos. Mr. Morzin ready for Duel Links Madolche. And looks good. Clean 40 card deck. We have Osh. Osh is here with Math Mech, standard, 1 super factorial, double Laplation, no Sigma, Heat Soul, non-stop DC with Ignister. Do we call this Math Mech Ignister? We're calling this just Ignister. Straight up, it's an Ignister deck. It's the new way to play Ignister. It's the best way to play Ignister. So good job, non-stop DC. Red Man with the Labyrinth deck. Very low on the monster count. 1 lovely Labyrinth, despite there are some Runic players out there that will randomly banish your lovely Labyrinth or be able to call by the grave your lovely Labyrinth. But, doing fine with just 1 copy. Good job. Sky Striker in the top 4. This is what I like to see. And Titacon, first turn kill Pendulum. The Mad Lad was actually first turn killing people with this. I thought the first turn kill is dead, but it's not. It's alive and well, and Titacon was FTKing a ton of people today. Very nice, good job. Second place, Math Mech, 41 cards. Ghost Spell going up in value. And then no Sigma, double Ablation. I mean, I don't want to boast at all, but I feel like I remembered that at the start of MathMech, I've been saying that I wasn't that big of a fan of Sigma. I enjoyed playing Ablation. People called me crazy. They said I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. And it looks like we're settling on my first way of how I was playing MathMech. You what, mate? And then Cody, number 1 with Sword Soul Triple Heavenly. Of course, we got the Protoss in here. We got 1 Nibiru. Beautiful. People are going up with the Ghost Bell. We talked about this. Ghost Bell, an important card to be playing. And just like that, we are out. Top 16. Let's go.